I got up this morning for the sunrise to crochet and I recorded myself. I'll edit it later, put some like lo-fi music on in the background and see if it's a vibe. A lot of people say to do like market research before you like start anything, just so that you're not like just creating for no reason. But I don't know. I feel like more for like my personality, if I do market research, that is a form of procrastination, because if I do market research or too much market research, I'll just straight up not do anything, versus, just doing something and then pivoting later, I think is easier. So, do I think the first thing that I come up with is going to be it? Probably not. But do I think it's going to be easier to build off of it? Yes. Especially like doing something that's like low maintenance like this. It's something about the sunrise that makes me feel amazing. I feel like I'm getting up with the world. I can't even remember how long, I usually wake up to crying. Mally's crying, he's hungry, he wants a bottle. And to just wake up in silence, make some coffee, and, so let me show you what I made. I crocheted a succulent. Honestly, I've seen better, to be honest. But I finished it, and I didn't want to. I had a really hard time sewing. It's really these fucking leaves. There has to be an easier way. But I'm ordering. I think they're called Ami pins. To start sticking in my crochet things, so it makes sewing a little bit easier. Stay tuned for that. But I'm going to obviously start making some stuffed animals, and I'm going to start selling them. So I'm pretty excited about that. I almost am like so excited about it that I like want to go ahead and get like packaging and get like the stickers and things like that and send it to random family and just tell them like, hey, feel free to share my website with anybody. I'm starting a crochet business, and yeah, no need for you to buy anything, because here's something for free. Just ask that you tell someone. So yeah, I'm gonna start that, and then maybe even put a like QR code to like my YouTube page. So the more I talk about it, the more I want to. But I'm quitting my job, so expenses are very limited. So yeah. So anyways, I don't know, I might do it anyways. Maybe I start off with just like 2 patterns. I don't know, I'm trying to talk myself into getting more yarn, but I have so much yarn. I have so much of it, like this yarn though. So it's like, I need to sort of use some of it though. I know I want to make like another dinosaur, finish my other cactus, similar to the one that I made my mom. I can show it to you. I think I showed it to you last time, but it looks like this. This is the top of the cactus head, and I'm gonna make like pieces of the cactus, like little pieces to go around the cactus. And then I have this basket, and I have the soil, and then I'm gonna put like a pink flower on it. So I kind of just need to use this yarn, but does it go in line with my plushie idea for selling things? So, I don't know. Do I wait? I don't know. But anyways, I feel pretty excited. I think I go through like phases of like doubt, but the more I just like keep working on this anyways, the more the doubt like subsides. I was talking to my brother yesterday, and I was telling him, like, I'm kind of scared to quit my job, but for some reason, like, I'm usually like a really stressed out person, and I tend to like gravitate towards things that like reinforce that, but for some reason I'm gravitating towards lo-fi content and crocheting, which is like very calming, but also it's kind of nice because I feel like I'm like slowly breaking a cycle. And as I quit my job, something keeps telling me to like be stressed out, but for some reason I feel calm, and secure in my decision. And I was telling him, I feel like I've been like locked up in a basement, and I'm kind of like pulling back the curtains and cracking the windows so that God can bless me. And I guess that's just a metaphor for I've been living like such a predictable life. Like, I've been in the same career since I was 18. Complained about the same career since I was 18 and stayed in this job, and it's not the same like company, but same industry. And you know, drive the same route to work every day, talk to the same people every day, get up at the same time every day, take care of the kids, make dinner. I really don't feel like I leave a whole lot of room in my life for God to bless me. So, starting this other like YouTube channel, I'm trying to like open avenues for him to bless me. And me to just be patient and allow him to whenever timing's right for him. Yeah. I'm not really religious, but that like really resonates with me, which is like trying to crack the door to starting a business, growing a YouTube channel. I mean, I just don't really, I think if I'm being honest with myself, I would have lived a fine life sticking with my job and or even this industry and finding a different job. I think I would have lived a fine life, but I do think that like if I was like on my deathbed, I would have a lot of regrets of why I didn't try again, because we all know I've tried before, but it was kind of in a chaotic sense. Don't think I was as grounded or knew. I think I knew what I wanted to do, but I don't think I was as grounded. I definitely had a lot of anxiety, and even though I had a lot of anxiety this time when I quit, I just feel like, I don't know. And even when I go back, it kind of all worked out. I think the only part about it is I don't know, I just feel like so let me think, in 2021, 2022, I quit my job abruptly, with no savings and no really backup plan, and to become a life coach. And that was probably the best thing I ever did, first of all. But second of all, I think like it was really humiliating because like I'm putting myself out to the world in this like really kind of vulnerable state of mind. And I do wonder how, like, the people I went to high school with, who I don't give a fuck about, but people that knew me on my Instagram were perceiving me during that time. I do think about that a lot. And one thing that I really like about YouTube is that there's no, I don't really have that. Like, there's no one that I know following me. And even if they do know me, of course you can follow me, but like I don't have that sense of like humiliation or that sense of like judgment as much. I'm really just the only one judging myself, and every time I see myself on camera, I'm kind of like, you can do this. You can do this. I can see you doing this. So it kind of eliminates that for me. So yeah. Yeah. I just want to stay calm and grounded in the sense that I did make the best decision for myself at the time, but I do feel a little bit nervous about, finding another job. Because regardless of building this other YouTube channel and my crochet business, that still takes money. And I can't like sustain myself for too long and support the business financially and support, the household as far as like groceries and everything else goes. So another job is going to be essential. So yeah. I'll put in applications for other jobs soon, and I'll do like my resume and all the things, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of got anxiety talking about that because it's like, fuck, am I doing the same thing? I don't know. But I feel like the American standards or societal norms kind of feel like I'm in a invisible cage, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a bird, and all the other birds keep telling me that, like, hey, you're in a net, but no one sees the net. But we all think it's this, like, invisible, like, force field or something that no one wants to touch. But all the people that tell you not to touch it has never touched it. You know what I mean? And so I feel like I'm, like, in this invisible, this methodical mindset of this is what people do, this is what safety is, this is what all the things are. But there's like this other part whispering to me like, but what about this? Like, on the other side of this is freedom. There's also instability and unpredictability, but there's freedom. Do you jump? I don't know. Do you explore it? I don't know. Is there a safe way too? Probably. But are you the type of person to do that? Probably not, just because I have a family, so it's really hard to divide up my attention even more. So working a full-time job that's particularly demanding and having 2 kids under the age of 2 and having a husband is like, when do I have time to like build another business or do this? So I guess the answer is you don't. So the best thing to do is to maybe find a job that's less taxing mentally and allows you the mental space to do this. Yeah. I wanted to say, like, the first thing that just came to my mind was, I hope this all works out, but then I just want to ask myself, like, what if it doesn't? Is it still worth it? I think it is. I think it is still worth it. Is it still worth it? I have to chew on that. Talk to you tomorrow.